Good morning. Today I'm talking about different adapters for different parts of the world here. This one here, many tourists make the biggest mistake when they travel EU. They buy something like this and they think it's going to drop the power down to 110 volts. What happens if you plug it a night 110 volt like something like this here? Many people make the biggest tourists do. They can make the biggest mistake, and it's very easy to make this kind of mistake here. What they do, you plug that in like this, and they go and plug this into an outlet. And what happens when I plug that into an outlet? A 220 European 50 cycle. What does it do? Well, the current iron will go kaboom, will explode under the voltage, or the appliance you use will explode under extreme voltage. So that's a no-no. These do not change voltage from 220 into 120 volts. European 220 to 120. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even change the cycle. All they do is just adapt the plug here. All it does is adapt that plug. That's all that does is adapt the plug for European outlets. So, what do you think this do? In England, I'm going to explain a little bit too. This is the 240 UK standard, and when you buy one, make sure that the ceramic goes up to here. The pins have to be this long to a 50 cycle standard, because in England they got one they call a neutral or lamb, an earth. This is the earth pin. It's longer. You want to see that? It's longer. It's longer than the other pins. Now, don't be fooled by sheep imitation. Sheep imitation have these very long like this, and they do not flow. And if you plug one of them in the UK outlet, you're plugging in at your own risk, because it can explode, and it can actually melt down and cause a fire. There have been many tourists injured by those counterfeit clones. You see them all over the place. So if you're going to buy one, get a genuine one like this. But this do not change voltage, and don't make the mistake of plugging a current iron in at 110 volts, 120 volts, North American 60 cycle. This does not change the voltage. All that does is adapt the plug like here. And this is a North American plug. I'm going to show what here. It will adapt. All that does is adapt the. I'm going to show it too. It all does take this plug, and what it does, adapts the plug here. So you can put a plug in there like that into an outlet. And guess what? The plug is adapted. Most cell phone chargers and stuff are adapters. See? This fitting on a plug. All it does. And it doesn't not change their voltage, anything. Don't be fooled. Don't you ever. Many tourists travel UK. Many tourists may buy this. I'm gonna go in here. I buy the cheap one. And buy the 50 cent cheap one. The 50 cent cheap one will damage or ruin their equipment. But don't be fooled by this. So there are many blogs, and I do have some European stuff myself. Now this here is also an outlet, like similar to European ones. It will fit North American plugs, but will not fit a North American plug. And even if you try, but because it's 220, you have to have a switch here. The switch, not a switch to power onto. to 220, this converting 60 cycle to 50 cycle and all that into 220 50 cycle. This cycle converter, but I'm going to turn this off because I don't want to run outlets. Outlets, and then it could be in for a very nasty surprise, which I don't want to know. But many tourists make the mistake, and they do that. As a matter of fact, a lot of counterfeit cell phone chargers in the UK that can explode on contact. So buyer beware. If you're buying an adapter travel in the UK, make sure it's like this. Make sure it has the proper pins to a proper standard for UK. Make sure the ground pin's longer. If the ground pin's not long like this, you may run into very serious trouble. Two, in UK got Department of Trading Standards, so if you see that, the Department of Trading Standard, right, to confiscate that from you and ask you where you bought it, and I bought it at so-and-so store, Hamilton, Ontario. They have that authority to go to make the seize and take them off you right there at the airport and give you a right proper one that meet this proper standard for UK, not for North America. So blog over.